That didn't go as planned. What's up, everybody? Like Lena here. Almost said rum donut. Today we're gonna finish this thing. Ow! The glass is actually kind of sharp. Lena Bean, oh my god. Alright, so I figured out what was wrong with this stupid thing. It's that it didn't have a bird sticker on it, first off. See the bird sticker? That's going to help recalibrate the rotation speed of the fan, or the stability. Yeah, it needs googly eyes as well. That's a very good observation. I would expect that from someone like you. Okay, so before we get started, I'm gonna eat something that I've been looking all over for, but I haven't been able to find. There's this really weird pastry called a sfogliatelle, and it's really hard to spell and pronounce, and I've wanted one for a while because I saw it on The Sopranos. So I found one at my fancy grocery market. And why does this chat not... It's like, hey, there's new messages. And then it... Oh my god, whoever made this needs to... Bread soda and orange cupcakes? No! Really anything citrusy with beer. It's terrible. Anyway, so this is the little guy. They're actually like $12 a pound, which is not that bad. They're light and fluffy. I'll get some close-ups here in a second. I have some coffee to go with it because coffee kind of goes well with it. And what it is a, well, it's $12 a pound. That's actually a lot of cookies, unless it's, okay, let me get the action shot here. I mean, that's more than my food budget for the day, most days, so don't start waxing poor to me. I'm an expert. Okay. So, another name it goes by is lobster tail. That's not really the right name, but it's basically a ricotta-based pastry. It's got powdered sugar on the top, and when you bite into it, all those little layers crack, and then the powdered sugar goes up your nose. I don't know if that was intentional, but... And it has like a soft, creamy ricotta inside with a little hint of lemon. Anyway, I'm not going to give you a close-up shot of me eating it, because that would be weird. It looks like something you'd see in Subnautica, the only game that exists, I think. No, you're not getting close-up shots of eating. Nobody likes those. Alright, so here we go. Oh, there's a little bit of burned on the bottom. I'm going to take it back. I want a refund. Okay, here we go. I wish I had someone working my camera because they could zoom it way in on my face, which would be awkward. Every emotion. Here we go. I might hate it. I've been looking for it for months. I actually went to grocery stores on Christmas Eve looking for it and like fighting people at the bakery to try and get them. And then they were out. They actually laughed at me for asking. Fucking rude. Ah. It's actually really good. It's just that the powdered sugar flew everywhere. There's probably some all over me. Oh, that is super good. You may taste mostly the powdered sugar in the bread, and then the ricotta inside is really nice and smooth. It's awesome. I know this has nothing to do with 3D printers, but it's my show. I'll do what I want. I need to watch this chat client. It's so bad. Oh, maybe that fixed it. Oh, it's so good. Now I know why that guy on The Sopranos shot that guy in the foot to get it. It's worth it. That's as good as I imagined. Might be a little better than I imagined, because I don't like ricotta. Oh wow, that's super good. I'm gonna have the other one I got with coffee in the morning. So what'd you guys have for dinner? I had a bagel with salami on it. Yeah, it's super yummy. I could definitely get fat eating these. Not a cut, you Californian. Good job, Dangerous Cupcakes. Quesadilla for lunch and nothing for dinner. Nothing. That's how you get pretty. So eat nothing. I had a slice of pizza for dinner. Or lunch. And then for... I'm hungry, but it's not lunch yet. I had sausage pasta. Shut up. It's so good. Okay, so today what we're going to be doing is, I'm going to finish this, but we did all the wiring and stuff yesterday for the BLTouch sensor, so we're going to pretty much just focus on, I'm going to show you what I did to make the software work. It was a stupid little thing, nothing complicated at all. I'm going to have to get up and plug the printer in. Then we're going to set up the Z offset, which is the last thing you have to manually kind of adjust. You have to figure out where the head is actually on the printer bed, and then like upload all those values. Thankfully, you don't have to like recompile the firmware or anything. And then we're going to install this Mosfet, which is going to be mostly a physical thing, actually completely a physical thing. And what this does is takes the high power switching off the board and puts it on this little thing with a much more adequate heatsink so that this doesn't catch fire. And I don't have to make a claim with my insurance for everything in my room, which is cool. Because they usually don't like paying. They usually don't pay for months, and they give you a fourth of what you claimed. Though good luck, I've got video evidence of everything. I really shouldn't be drinking coffee right now. Is it 7:42? Or is that the wrong? No, it's 7:42. It's so good. It's so crunchy. It's setting me off so bad. Anyway. So I gotta get up and plug the USB cable back into this computer. Also gotta do one other thing. What the hell am I supposed to do? Oh, put it in. What's up, Acre? You missed me eating this sfogliatelle. It's okay, though. It was very good. You can check the VOD later, anyway. Now we're actually going to start on the printer setup. Oh my god, this chat client is the worst thing ever. You're just listening? Okay, that's fine. I'll try to talk a lot. Help! Okay, let's plug in the printer. See what happens. It was super good. They're spelled really weird though, so if you go looking for them, just call them like Sviadel or something like that. It's how like people mispronounce it. So crunchy. Okay, I didn't really clean up since last time, so don't judge me. Okay. Alright, so first thing I need to do is I'm going to go to our screen cap. Alright, I've got all my chat stuff over on a different window, which is awesome. I don't like this cord touching my leg though, it's cold. Oh, cold. Okay. So, let's go ahead and open up, I guess Pronter Face will be fine. Oh, it finally booted up. Took it a while. Weird. Alright, so we're gonna just connect. I think it's on COM5. Yep, it gave us all our infos here. Now, I created a GitHub for everything so that I wouldn't have to really deal with I wouldn't have to really deal with this. I'm gonna have to go on my GitHub and get it though. I should, yeah, here it is. Wait, where'd all my windows go? That was weird. Okay, so this is my GitHub. Don't out me as a streamer. I actually don't care, but anyways, I put all this stuff in here to make it easier to do. I won't have to even get clone because it's all in the README. I wrote these instructions, so it's okay if I just do it. Yeah, I figured out the software issues. What was happening was the firmware was getting updated, but the EEPROM, which is like the kind of the storage space area on the chip, didn't get updated, so I had kind of gibberish values in it. Like here, I'll show you like what should have been the success shot. Just give me a second. Alright, so we're going to send G28 to this, which will home it. Let's go to the webcam. And this is what a bed leveler does for you. We'll do the basic home first, and then we'll do the bilinear 3-point sense. Let's do it. G28. Please don't break. There we go. It hits that end stop. It's the Y end stop. And now it goes up a little bit, and it comes down, and you will see that little finger pops right up once it detects a difference in the magnetic flux. Why did I say it like that? Oh well. Anyway, so that is basically it, finding where the bed is. But if you want to, which you should do after every code, I think it's a G29, but I'm going to check and see if the code is. The G29 is the auto bed level dealy womper. I'll just do it through the printer's interface up here. Prepare. Come on. Okay, we're going to level the bed. Now what this is going to do is actually create a mesh offset so that when it's printing, it can interpolate between the different, it can kind of figure out the shape of the bed and then interpolate up and down it as it sees fit. So we'll see that it starts on one side. All right, so it starts in the middle, standard homing. And then it does a slower one to get a better reading, because faster means more error. Now it's going all the way to the edge, and it's going to check that one. And we'll just let it do its thing for a second. It's going to do a 9-point calibration, bilinear, 3 points each direction. Trying to make sure I'm not missing any messages. Yep, so that's what it should have done last night if the firmware hadn't been, if the EEPROM hadn't been fucky, it would have been fine. But we still have to set up the Z offset, which just basically tells it where the bed is in relation to, well, basically where absolute zero is on the Z-axis. Because right now it knows the relationship between the nozzle and the probe, but it doesn't know the relationship between the bed and the nozzle, which is important for getting good bed adhesion or any adhesion at all. And I'm going to show how to get that next. All right, so it's done with its 3-point calibration. If we switch over to the screen cap mode, right here you can actually see all the values that it got in, I believe that's in centimeters. But, no. I mean, it's effectively in mils on some of these. And you can see how it has little offsets now, so it knows if the beds that it can't. Ideally, we would probably level the bed out with a leveling tool first so we could get those numbers a little different, but it doesn't really matter too much. That's what's great about the auto level sensor. Mechanical noises are satisfying. They're great. And 3D printers make a lot of them. There's a couple of high-pitched ones you probably can't hear when it's doing its thing. When it's printing, maybe you'll be able to hear it, though. The feeder makes especially weird noises. Okay, so what we're going to do, I think all the motors are... Nope, they're engaged. So we need to disengage the motors real quick, because we need it to be a little closer towards the center. Yeah, all the motors are. And that's what I should have done. I could have done it from the printer, initializing the EEPROM. I'm dumb. What's up, Salva_VK2? It's an interesting name. Bed leveling on, fade height, set home offsets, disable steppers, please. There we go, now they're disabled. Tell they're disabled because there's almost no, well, there's resistance, but there's not a lot of resistance. Alright, so we're just going to slide you over, put you in the middle here. Alright, so let's kind of get you in a little closer so that the small version doesn't look so useless. Gotta make sure it doesn't get tangled up. Yeah, right now we're just setting up the Z offset. I'm looking at the stuff. Okay, so we've already homed the printer. I guess it wouldn't hurt to home it again. It's not gonna snag on anything, right? Okay, good. Alright, let's home it one more time. Probably have to turn the steppers off again, that's fine. You're gonna need a piece of paper for this. I might go get a standard piece of paper, not this weird crap, because you need to know the thickness of the paper. Alright, so it's done homing. And now we're gonna, okay, we'll go into screen cap. And I'm just going to use the commands that I've got in my GitHub, so I don't have to, I'm really bad at memorizing strings of commands, especially when I don't use them that frequently. Okay, we're not going to do G28, we just did that one, so M851, which should reset the Z offset to 0, and then we can find the true Z0, since it's not doing it when it homes. Let me make sure I'm not... Okay. Having to move the mouse over is a pain in the butt. Alright, so we reset the Z offset, so the absolute 0 is all the way at 0. And we're going to just store the settings in the EEPROM and actually activate them in the EEPROM. I'm not going to check the active settings because my M501 already displays all of it. All right, so let's home just Z and hope that the head doesn't crash. If it does, I'll unplug it. But what you should see is that the absolute zero of Z is at least a few millimeters above where it's supposed to be. Here we go. Oh, it's way above where it's supposed to be even. All right, so up here we're seeing a Z of 10, and that's the number we have to pay attention to while we're doing this. So we want, let me just go get a piece of paper. Oh, is there any messages? No, there isn't. Chat client's just crap. So let me just take off my lav and go get a piece of paper. Ah. I made a noise. Sorry. Be right back. All right. Good thing I didn't pull everything off the desk. That one sucked. All right, so what we want to do at this point, it's probably going to be kind of hard to film this, but I'm going to try. Stupid ass GorillaPod. It's been great, but it's kind of a pain in the butt. Wish I could zoom that easily, because the focal length of this camera is not that great. Here, I'm gonna switch over to the webcam. Make this a little easier to see. So we got see the nozzle right here. It's not heated up, so I can touch it like an idiot. What I want to do, since the paper has a known width that we can subtract from it, we can determine when it's basically holding onto the paper pretty well. I know it's a subjective feel, but it's one of the easiest ways to do it. I should print a tool to do it. That'd be a lot easier and more reliable, but whatever. All right, so what we're going to do, now we need to turn the software end stop off first. I forgot about that. Oh, we're not at the 0Z offset yet. We have another command to do. I'm dumb. Okay, so after we home the Z, we do G1 F60. Why aren't you typing? Do G1 F60, so we're moving to position Z0 at a feed rate of 60, I think is what the F is for. So hopefully this doesn't smash into the glass. I'm going to be ready in case it does. Don't smash glass. Nope, it stopped. So that is Z0 for it. So according to the printer, according to the printer, that is where the bed is at, which is, it's way too high. If it actually tried to print, it would just spray, it wouldn't spray all over the place, but it would just coil up and be weird. But it's pretty close. Pretty close. So, now, we can't force it to go lower because the software end stop basically says, no, this is where the bed is. You'll ruin your motors. So we have to turn that off because we're just so cool. S0. So there we've. Why did removing the software end stop cause the fan to spin up? Did I type that wrong? No. I'm slightly weirded out by that, but that's okay. I might have typed this in wrong. Let's see if I can go down any. Oh yeah, I can. All right, so we're just gonna basically keep going down until the, here, back to webcam. We're going to basically keep going down until the paper is sufficiently pinched. Oh wait, I'm moving the y-axis because I'm stupid. 1 second. Yeah, it won't move the Z because I didn't turn off the... I didn't actually turn off the soft end stop. I think I got the wrong command. It's M211 S0. Okay, there we go. Now I got it. I just mistyped the thing. I'll have to edit that later on GitHub. Don't want to be misleading. Alright, now that the end stops are disabled, we should be able to... Yep, we're going down. Just very slightly. 0.1 mils at a time. Right now we're at Z negative 1.1, Z negative 1.3, 1.4, 1.5, 1.6, 1.8, 1.9, 2. Now that feels pretty good. Yeah, that's got a pretty good amount of grip to it. It's pulling it without letting it slide. So now we've got our M stop. We've got our end stop of -2. We have to remove the thickness of the paper from it. So it'll be... I think it's okay with 2, to be honest. I don't think we need to remove the paper because I feel like when you remove the paper, then you leave no room for the actual print to come out, and it winds up being really squashed. So as smart as it seems like to remove the paper, let's try without it, and not bother with the adjustment. I think it's maybe overthinking it a little bit. Because it's what I did last time I did this, and it really squished a little too much. I know a little squish is good, but it was too much. It was having a hard time actually feeding. Alright, so let's set the Z offset equivalent screen cap. So let's set the Z offset M851 Z, and then we'll just set it to -2.0. Alright, and then we're going to re-enable our soft end stops, 211S1. And then we're going to store everything to the EEPROM, and we're going to initialize the EEPROM. And then we're going to do G28 to rehome. Let's get the camera out of the way. Kick into the... And let's home it up. Looks like it's doing all right. All right, now for the money shot, I guess. We're going to have it home down to Z0 and see if it doesn't break the printer. I don't think it will. And by the way, if you're wondering what was wrong last time, I've got in this, I'll link the Git into the video once it uploads and is up and available to watch, and I'll link this Git to it, and it tells you what was wrong basically. You have to reset the G code, or you have to use the EEPROM reset G code if you're having issues with the weird ass settings propagating after you update the firmware. It's not a big deal really. I just was tired yesterday. G1 F60 Z0. Time to break the printer. Here we go. I was sweating a little bit of bullets there. And we are good. That's perfect. All right, so what we're going to do now is let's just do 28 back out of here so we can get it up off the bed. Good thing I moved that. Suddenly compelled to make dinner. My shirt's doing crazy things. That's kind of terrifying. It's not showing. Okay, good. It's a text-based RPG. I think there's other crap you can do with the bot too. I haven't really. I'll have to do a stream where I kind of like just chat and you guys mess with the bot. Because I'm so interesting. You want to talk to me. Okay. Still feel like I'm not getting chat from the other platforms, but I tested it earlier and I was, so. All right, so we're gonna start a print. Are the servos engaged? Yeah. So we're gonna start a print off of the SD card. I'm not gonna, Pikachu. Little Lab MMO. Maybe I could custom develop a bot. Gankner, we should do that. We should make a Discord bot that's just a really fun RPG. That'd be amazing. Okay, so I'm gonna have to disengage the servos so I can. Chew. I can't do Pikachu's voice. The lady who does his voice has an adorable voice, and I'm jealous, but I can't do it. Okay, so let's turn off our. Just turning off the stepper motor so I can kind of like move the bed and apply the crappy glue adhesive that I like to apply. And then we're going to watch this thing fail to print. And then I'm going to sit here for 3 hours and be like, what am I going to do? Oh, I'm really sleepy, guys, because I got stressed out. All right, so what you do, or what I like to do, is just add a little bit of glue and then let it get tacky but not dry. Eventually I'm going to figure out a way to do this that isn't stupid, but right now I'm stupid. Usually just scrape it off later with a razor blade. No goofy hats. There's a store. There is a store. Why didn't it work? Oh, it's shop. You have to do exclamation point shop. I think. Did I type store? Did I put store in the... Oh, man, so many technical issues. It's shop, I'm pretty sure. Alright, so we're waiting for someone to make me wear a stupid hat. No, there is an SD card, you little... Oh, I took it out. Help, I'm stupid. Oh, it's right here. Cool. Buy 3. I don't want to dance. That's so rude. Okay, what kind of dance do you want? I'm only doing it for 30 seconds. You're so evil. And I've got to get the printer started first. Then I'll dance with the printer, I guess. I can't dance, though. You know this. Init SD card. Plus? I don't know any dance. Okay, I'll wiggle my hips. I'll wiggle my hips uncomfortably like a white girl. Okay, so we're going to be printing, though we're not going to let it finish, a paste pusher, which is really useful. It'll take 45 minutes, so I'm not going to finish it, though. Alright. So what we're going to see now is... the printer's going to start heating up. I have to make the bed hot. Yeah, bed heating. Then it'll heat the... I guess I gotta go to DSLR. I don't want to dance. Can I... Oh, I don't remember how to do the macaroni. Can I just do it on my chair? It's like... I don't remember it at all. I have have to stand up. You're mean. I might have to stand on my knees because you're not going to be able to see my head otherwise. Okay, so the macaroni is like, you put your hand here and no, wait, that's like something else. Like this, and then, is it like this, and then this, and then, I don't remember it at all. Okay, so I'm just gonna do it. Hands out, then you flip the hands. Okay, so I can do this, but I'm not turning on the music because I hate that song, hardcore. I roller skated a lot, so. Like this, and then you have to do, I know you have to do this because I like doing this part. And then I think you have to like do something weird with your hands. I don't remember. I'm dancing. The bed isn't heated yet. Yeah. Da, 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 da. All right, I'm embarrassed and I'm sitting back down. Was that worth the points? Okay. This stream was brought to you by Victoria's Secret. Seriously, I got this for Christmas, and they left the price tag on it. It is really comfortable, but I don't think it's worth $70. Also, if you give me gifts, please don't leave the price on them. I mean, if you want to, you can, but it's a little weird. All right, bed's almost heated. Got it up to almost 60. Yeah, I'm assuming it wasn't actually $70. Maybe they left it on because they got it on sale and wanted me to feel special. Most of those mall stores are like that. Like NY & Co. too is like that. Waiting on my printer to heat up. Meow. Pika. And after this is done, we're going to install a Mosfet, which could be dangerous. I could shock myself. So, you know. It's going to take forever, but at least the nozzle heats up pretty fast. The nozzle's set to 180 and the bed's set to 60. Bed's nice and toasty. Alright, so here's a cool little thing that I found. I actually found this out walking. Let's do it. Okay. I found this out walking. I don't know if it's worth anything. I think it was worth like $20 brand new. It's a blues harp made in Germany. I thought it was a Honor. I don't remember. It's a tuned to D, I think. But yeah, it is a Honor. It's just rubbed off. I actually found it on the side of the road. And I pulled it completely apart because I'd never seen the inside of an harmonica before. And then I cleaned it all with alcohol, so not super gross or anything anymore. I'm sure that wood has probably got a little bit of extra bacteria in it. I'm a harmonica expert, so I hope you're ready for this. I'm blowing in the wrong end on purpose. It's pretty funny. Okay, here we go. Let's check out these songs. I should have played this while I was dancing. Oh, stomach's upset. Wow, I bet that's really loud for you guys. Oh yeah. Okay, I think it's ready to print. So let's give it a little, we're not going to let it print all the way because it'll take too damn long. But we are going to give it a little, oh my God. Oh, I'm not good at this. Print. Ooh, I think it's printing. Look at that. Just the right amount of squish. Just admit it. You went to Juilliard for their harmonica program? No, I just watched a lot of, oh my God, what's the name of that? It's a surefire way to keep in touch. The fat guy with the huge sideburns. I can't remember their name. You're gonna have to figure it out. All right, I can tell we've got really good adhesion. I'm a little weirded out by the speed of the travel speed. It's Blues Traveler, I think. The name has to have blues in it somewhere. That guy's just whatever. All right, so definitely looks like we got some good squish in there. Some good squish. Some good adhesion. That's what I wanted. So it looks like we're up in printing, which is awesome. So I'm probably going to stop it in a second after I'll let it fill in the first layer so I technically have something usable. But after this, I'm going to cut it, and then I'm going to install the Mosfet, which is something I've never done before. We could all die, all of us. Oh my goodness. It's so smooth. Bet you say that to all the printers. Gonna make foods. I'm probably gonna go to the bathroom in a second because I slammed a coffee. What's up, C Miami? Yeah, that's your intro noise. Yeah, I've got it at 100% infill right now because I'm stupid when I set up this print. Though it is a really useful toothpaste squeezer. I just love that I got a free harmonica. I'm so cheap. Oh, Snap, you want my Snapchat? That's basically the equivalent of getting a chick's number now, right? Getting her Snapchat. I'm gonna let it fill in this bottom layer, then I'm done. The infill when you break the thing, yeah. I got you now. That was a difficult one. What are we making? We're not really making anything. It's technically a toothpaste squeezer dealy. I made one earlier. I'll go get it in a second, but it's just a tiny little thing. But I'm not gonna let it finish because it's gonna take 45 minutes and I wanna install the Mosfet. All right, so now that it's traveling back to wherever it's come from, we're gonna control stop print. And that will, unsurprisingly, stop the print. It disengages the servos too, which is nice. And so you can see what would have been you know, had it been given the chance to live, but we aborted it. It's a little warm. Just a little bit warm. And there you go. Beautiful. Happy New Year, see Miami. I can actually see your, yeah, this is corn plastic. That's a good name for it. Nice and squishy. Thanks for checking my mixer, by the way. I was worried that it wasn't working. Alright, so what we're going to do is going to unplug everything so that that awful background noise is gone and it's just my annoying voice. Meow. Huh, gives me an idea if you can print that thin. I really want to get some flexible filaments to make. I want to do a crappy YouTube series where I just try to 3D print everyday objects and see if they work, and they'll all break horribly and it'll be great. But I want to get some different types of filament before I do too much, because I want some flexible ones for certain things like making combs. Alright, so I bought a standard Mosfet off AliExpress. Actually I think I got this one off Amazon, but you know it came from AliExpress originally. It's just a reseller. I'll go back to the DSLR for just a second while I position everything. Actually, no, I didn't put my instructions up on the Git for installing the Mosfet, but I think I'll be okay. It's pretty basic stuff. Man, that's so annoying that I have to keep clicking new messages. Okay, so we're gonna need the motherboard facing towards me so I can really, you know, get at her, get at the meat of her. Oh, I love baby so much. Okay. Now, the idea, once I finally get all this stuff taken care of, especially now that the printer's printing better again, is I'm gonna model a box that holds the MOSFETs, the Raspberry Pi module, and maybe even the relays that I put in. What the MOSFET's going to do is electronically switch to the heat bed so that it takes it off the board's MOSFET, which I think, if I'm not mistaken, the board's MOSFETs are... Board's MOSFETs are like in there somewhere where the heat sinks are. I'm not exactly sure which ones are. I think this is the FET for the... it says right there for the hot end, and this is probably the MOSFET for the bed, and they're too small and there's not enough heat dissipation on there for the amperage that's going in. It's going to be kind of hard to see what I'm doing. I'll try to kind of clear a path, but basically what we're going to be doing is this is going to do the switching for us instead, and I'm going to go ahead and take that out of the package now. Garbage, yeah, it is. It's one of the most failure-prone parts of the entire printer. So as you can see on here, well, that's kind of a chintzy aluminum heat spreader. It's still far and away better than this tiny little 5 mil by 5 mil thing. I don't know if they've got paste on that or not. I kind of want to pull it off and check, but at the same time, I'm not super worried about it. It's probably pressured in there good enough. I'm going to make sure it's nice and tight at least. Yeah, it's in there good. So with this, basically what we've got is you've got your control signal, which I'm pretty sure is 12 volts. It's got a little rectifier there so that the control signal doesn't matter if it's inverted or not, because I think it either applies the voltage or it doesn't. The rectifier takes care of whether you have the leads hooked up wrong or not. Some of these models do not have this little rectifier, and you have to actually pay attention to polarity with these. It's beefcake enough for what it is. And think there's another rectifier in there too. But anyway, so you've got your DCN, which comes from our power supply over yonder. And then you've got your hot end out. And because we're going to have to, we're basically routing the hot end out of the board and in through this thing so that these MOSFETs don't have to take care of it. But we do have to because I don't have extra high enough gauge wiring to run another set over. We are going to have to jump this DCN back over to the board power for now. But that's not really too big of a deal. Alright, so let's get started. This horrible mess. Maybe I could clip a few of these back. Let me go see if I got something I can at least move these over with so you guys can see what the fuck I'm doing. Because all the wiring is going to take place in basically this generalized area. I'm going to go get a wire tie. See you, Miami. Thanks for stopping in, though. Alright, so I'm just going to use a wire tie to pull those over. That way you can see what I'm doing a little better. Probably should have done that to begin with just because, I don't know, better heat dissipation if all the wires aren't literally hanging out over all the heat sinks. My end game for this is to make a box that will hold the motherboard, both of the relays that I have, because I've got this one and I've got another one. Not relays, MOSFETs. And then I'm going to set up some relays so that the pie hole, which will also it'll fit up here, I can switch the printer on and off with the pie hole. And it has a power module included with its main distribution. Alright, I actually like how that's better. Okay, so we're going to definitely be doing the hotbed. There's nowhere to mount this right now. I'm probably going to leave it hanging because I'm stupid. I might put it back in a... I'll probably cover the bottom up with something. I don't know what I'll do just yet. Maybe I'll just leave it sitting on the table like a piece of crap. Okay, so our bed is right here. These two guys. But I think I want to make sure it's unplugged. Yeah, okay. I think what I'm going to do first is take off the board powers. Because I think the board powers are... Yeah, they're my main power cables that come in from the power supply, and then the board distributes the power out to the hot end and the bed, and these are where the failures are prone to occur. So what we're going to do is go ahead and unhook board power. Should be a little bit careful still because the capacitors could still have residual charge, even though there should be discharge mechanisms, there might not be. So I'll try not to short these. Okay, one fell, and I saw where it went, the other one fell. I did not see where it went. Sorry, there's a gaggle of wire in the way. Get out of here. Alright, so... they're going to touch no matter what I do, so I may as well just let them. Alright. So let's just, we're going to bring the main power line down here. Ow, just like that. Alright. Let's make them kiss real quick. Make sure there's no residual energy left. I know this is kind of a terrible idea. Kiss. Yeah, they're fine. Okay. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and pump our DCN into our Ooh, got a little bit of sinus fun going on. All right, our DCN plus minus. Polarity's pretty easy on these. Let's see where the plates are at, okay. All right, so we got our DCN. All right, so we've got those two fed in where they need to go. Now we need to make sure we have enough wires to do everything else. Let's see if they actually packaged enough wires to do everything. Oops, sorry, that was probably pretty loud. Did they not terminate all the ends? Because that's gonna make me a little sad. It doesn't look like they did. Why would you only terminate some of the ends? Oh my god. Okay. Fine. Just have to crush them anyways. I need to get a cable crimper. Bam! Are you Emerald now? Cupcakes? Emerald Ligazzi. Ooh, these are the higher gauge. I think these are supposed to be... Wait, are they higher gauge? What are we looking at here? 450 through 750. And what do we have here? They're the same rated. These are just less flexible. It's really only been 20 minutes. No, there's no way it's only been 20 minutes. Oh, I'm getting warm. It's so annoying. All right, so what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and feed these back in because we have to use both since I don't have extra cabling coming off of the power supply yet. I need to buy some that's a big enough gauge, but I don't have it right now, and it's okay not to use it. So oh, you're referencing the noise I made. Bam. Something was really loud. Sorry about that. You enjoying Subnautica? I really want to play it again. I should stream it again. It's really creepy. Oh, come on. I want to be lazy and I don't want to have to splice these. Just work. Poopy. Wait, why couldn't I get that in there? That doesn't even make sense. Alright, we got him in there. Kind of a pain in the butt way to do it. I'm going to screw it in left-handed just so you can see what I'm doing. I'm not playing, I'm trying to overlap, but I don't know how the GC works well enough. Garbage collectors are weird. I think they're really fun, but they are really weird. And they've done a ton of didn't get it down tight enough. And I know they've done a lot of stuff in C#8 with the GC too. I still need to read up on it. Roblox is creepy. I haven't seen anyone old playing it, but I don't know. I need to just like sit down and play it one day just to figure out why it creeps me out. It's like a low rent Second Life Minecraft thing. The issue I'm having is I don't know what exactly happens when references are moved around. Well, aren't they kept in like a counter even though they're moved around? I guess that's probably the issue, is how they're counted. It's full of old people. Wow. That actually surprises me. But it also doesn't surprise me. So now we got the positive in. Of course, we have to feed the... to break these apart a little bit. See, Miami, do you want me to remove you from the bot's eligibility thingy? I can take you off. It'll probably take me like an hour to figure it out, but... Yeah, I'm into cursing at things too, so I understand. Just over text, you can never tell if people are actually upset sometimes. Go in there. So lazy. As long as I screw it down tight enough, it should be fine though. Other cars, I definitely yell at other people. I'm not usually actually upset though. Oh no, it came out anyways. What did I do? Wait, are you sitting on top or something? When I hurt myself, I usually laugh though. Like you have, that's a great typo, so I'm not even gonna make fun of it. I just imagine the sounds of you like cycling up. Alright, so we've got these fed in exactly how we want. Hope to Jeebus they don't come out. I'd probably be happier if I soldered them in there, but you know what, I'm kind of lazy right now. I just want to see if it works. When I do the whole rebuild, I might actually solder these connections in, but right now, this part isn't going to move a lot, so I'm not going to worry about it too much. All right. I know I got what you meant. I knew you meant Tourette's. I would have accepted Tourette's, to be honest. Could be an ironic spelling of Tourette's. Okay, I don't know where the other screw for this went, so we're gonna have to go spadorking for it. There it went. Fell right inside the hole. Okay. I do like this Gorilla Pod, just dang. I didn't even skip arm day today, and it's still hard to wrestle with sometimes. I actually got really sick when I worked out today. It sucked. Rapid Fire Corsair K90. Oh man, I can't do those gaming keyboards. I've had a couple of really nice ones. I had a Ducky. I changed the keycaps out on it to see if I liked the other ones. Just don't like them. They're too noisy. They're noisy and I just don't like how they feel. Hey, when you talk, the bot gives you, I don't know, mad props or whatever. Congratulations, C Miami. You've got 250 yeets. There's nothing wrong with rambling. I'm actually really bad about mumbling, so I can relate. It's pretty common outside of, you know, paying attention to my mic settings and stuff. Like in real space, I'm kind of hard to understand sometimes. Oh my god, that is on there with duct tape or something. I don't want to provide too much force to these things. It feels like it's just going to snap right off on me. I get what you mean, though. What you having to drink tonight, Sea Miami? I'm guessing it's something. I wasn't picking on your typing. I don't know. Seemed like you're in a good mood-ish. What with all the swearing? Alright, so we got the Mosfet hooked up. So main power comes in here. And it also freeloads, which is the technical term. Freeloads, you know, onto there. That's what I'm going to call it. So you got a 2-gang connector. Not the greatest thing in the world, but it's going to have to do for now. Oh, you're breaking out the fancy stuff. Oh, Sea Miami, you missed me getting to try a pastry for the first time. Oh boy, PowerPoints. You are really living the dream. No, not like the first pastry ever, but a specific pastry that I've been wanting to try for a while, but I couldn't find it anywhere. There are a few different ways to pronounce it. Sfiadelle or Sfogliatelle, I think is the not Italian-American way to pronounce it. I tried to find it at several grocery stores over Christmas, and they are all sold out. And I finally checked the Wegmans here, and they had it. I bought 4. They were like $12 a pound. I don't know if you've ever had it. I'm sure you have. Okay, so what we're going to be doing now is, I guess I'll hook up the power line first, because I got to do this annoying crimp shit. Because I guess crimping these wires was just too much work. They already did 1 set. Why do the 2nd set? Did I lose one of these already? I'm going to cry. Larded croissant type dough? Sort of, but it's like, it's really crisp and flaky with ricotta and a hint of lemon. Here we are. All right. Get my OG strippers out here. OG strippers. Be a good band name. And it's got powdered sugar on top. It's also called lobster tail. I don't know why I don't just call it lobster tail. Okay. Perfect. Let me see if that's good enough. Yeah, that's perfect. I got it right on the first try. It was really good. When you bite into it, it crackles, and you can check the VOD if you want to see me eating it at some point, but it crackles and all the powdered sugar goes everywhere. I have to go get a pair of pliers real quick. Probably just use needle nose. 1 sec. Actually, I might get my cheapy cutters out, because sometimes they work better than crimpers. Level 3. Dessert wine over pastry? I like dessert wine too. Sorry, I think the bot might be a little annoying. I'll punish the bot later. Make it right. All right, so you got the stripped end in, you put the little connector over it. I forget what the hell these are called. I'm so dumb. Now we're just gonna smash. It didn't work. Ow, I was actually I really pressed down hard and it didn't work. That's why I like using these. And that's gonna cut it though. That's what I get for spamming chat. I mean, I don't care. I like that someone's talking, otherwise I just get kinda... Help! I think I see why they didn't fit these connectors. That's gonna come right off. Are they called ties? Meow, 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 ties, strong donuts. It didn't work though. I'm gonna strip a little extra off so it's got more crushability. I could solder them on, yeah. If this doesn't work, I will solder them. Yeah, I know how to solder. Thank you. I may have to break out the soldering iron for these. That's why they didn't. That's why they didn't do them. Crush. Nope, comes right off. Fuck. I didn't want to have to solder anything. Yeah, I really like this wire stripper. Why don't you strip no more? I don't know. It's emotional labor. It's just, Alright, I'm gonna go get the... Actually, I'm gonna do all the pre-work first and then I'll solder these. It's gonna be a pain in the butt to get it hot enough to sync. A dumb song? I've probably heard it, but not in a while. Okay. About a dude who thinks his favorite stripper likes him. I mean, that's kind of a common sentiment, I think. All right, so I guess we're just gonna solder these. Make life easier. I'm gonna go ahead and put them on. I guess I'll do red with yellow since they didn't give me red contacts. It's gonna be such a pain in the ass. Winning Spy 30751. Thank you. Let me see if you've sent me any messages. I'm gonna feel bad if you have. Oh, you hosted me too? Thank you. Even though it's a 0 host, but... Oh, you're watching me on Mixer. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay, let's get soldering iron out and burn the apartment down. So I'm just gonna unplug you. Let's go back to the DSLR for a minute while I do this. I didn't think I was gonna have to bust out soldering iron today, but here we are. I see a grid. Where? Is something wrong? Hey, what's up, Winning Spy 30751? That sounds like a zip code, kind of. A grid on the second screen? What? I mean, yeah, there is a grid right here. This thing? Yeah, there is a grid here. Okay, this is a control wire. We'll do that last. It's on my whiteboard. Is my whiteboard even visible? I mean, yeah, I guess it kind of is. It's right, right here is my whiteboard. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna get the soldering iron and bring it over here. No problem. You are distracting. Alright, I gotta take off my lab to get my soldering iron. I'm not gonna ignore you. What's the point of streaming if you just ignore the people who talk? Shit. I am so happy that I have this. I got this for Christmas. This is this kind of stuff I put on my Christmas list. Gonna have to make sure to wash my hands after I handle this. I've needed more solder for so long. Probably shouldn't handle a harmonica after touching that. Alright, so I've got a Yihua knockoff iron. I'm ready to burn myself. Okay. I don't like how this is set up at all. It feels so unsafe. But it'll be fine. I'm just gonna... After this, I'm going to the bathroom, though. I've been sitting for too long. Okay. And I know I'm just going to pull all this crap right in my lap. It looks pretty bad. What looks pretty bad? Am I being made fun of? Alright, let's pop over into the webcam. Dangerous Anameso? Yeah, it's a little dangerous. It's okay though. It's not that bad. I've seen the EEV blog guys' previous lab. It's not supposed to be pretty. Let's see if it's hot. Sorry, I couldn't resist. And I know I should have the exhaust fan, but I'm gonna try to be in and out with this. So I'm just gonna have to huff a little bit of the fumes. I really should have gotten the fan. Oh well. I'll just let the CPU fan blow it away. I probably should have tinned those first. Oh well. Poof. Exactly. See, Miami knows what I'm talking about. Okay, this unit is way too close to the actual hot end. I don't like that. Alright, let's get this a little bit closer. I don't like doing soldering on camera. It's such a pain in the butt. It might be literally a pain in my thighs if I drop this. Alright. Sink some heat. Get away from me. I'm gonna go get the extractor. 50 green flux. Yeah, pretty much. Flux makes the world go round. This is rosin core, so. Oh, I thought you were doing it in like reloader terms or something for a second. Just counting everything in grains. I'm gonna get the extractor fan. I hate this thing. hate this thing's cable so much. $50 gummies. Okay. Well, at least it looks like that joint's actually pretty good. Got a good heat transfer. Oh, sorry. There's a lot of crap going on my desk right now. Lots of crap going on my desk. I really want to get like a standing setup with like some shelving over here or something eventually, but for now, this is, oh my god, GorillaPod, no. For now, this is gonna have to do. Probably should move the Stream Deck out of the way. This isn't scary at all. Nothing bad is going to happen to me. Dagnabbit. It's not an easy way to really capture that. So I'll turn the tip just a bit. And then get in there. Get some good thermal transfer going. And then I don't think it did what I wanted there. I think although the thing did melt into the table, which I like. Actually, I need to clean first. Clean obsessively. Alright. Do a quick pull test on this and see if it's remotely decent fit. Oh yeah, it's in there. It must have. Oh yeah, it bled right in there. That's good enough. Although no, I think I just dropped one of the. Okay, so we're gonna scoot back here. Oh no, this one stuck to the table too. They melted into the table slightly. I'm gonna check the pull on this one as well. Yeah, the tabletop's plastic. It's in there good. All right, so let's get this guy in there. Here, since the tabletop's plastic, I should probably put something underneath it. No, I don't want to weld it to other stuff, so we'll just deal with it. Moving up in the text-based MMO Twitch world. Tell your employer you expect a higher salary. Yeah, cardboard would be great, but it's all in the closet, and I don't want to go in the closet, so there's monsters in there. Plus, this is going to be over pretty fast. Pretty quick, like. All right, here we go. Actually, can you see that at all? I really need a zoom camera. All right, heat it up. Alright, only one more left to go. Let me check and see if I've got any new messages. Oh, I did get a mixer message. Oh, that's just from C Miami. Alright, final one. I really need to get one of those little confused by tabs. I need to get one of those little portable soldering irons so I can just do crap like this really fast. Let's try 10 a little first. Yeah. Poof. Oh my god, it would be so nasty to like poof this and be like, try to like smoke it. And then the tip. Alright. Let's check all the connections. They only slightly melted the table, so no big deal. Check all the connections for basic. Oh. Filament melting. I'm gonna have to re-spool that now. I had to solder some wires. That's very cold jointy, but as long as it doesn't pop off, I won't worry too much about it. That one's a little better. Alright, sleep well, C Miami. Your daughter too, whenever she gets done playing / watching Roblox. I'm assuming she's already in bed, but in case you're one of those dads. That's probably how I'd be too, actually. Alright, so at this point, we're going to unplug the scary hot iron and the fan. I should go wash my hands, but I'll do it when I go to the bathroom, which is going to be never, apparently. Alright, shut you off, and then unplug you. But instead of trying to move you and burning myself, I'm just going to kind of move you away from me. You go away. Sort of, go away. I can't really, I have nowhere I can put this. Oh well, I'll survive. Alright, so from here, I didn't need to do this. Yay. What I neglected to remember is that this thing already has contacts for the bed in it. I did not need to solder a wire, but it was kind of fun. There was a little bit of peril involved and extended the stream a little longer, I guess. Alright, so I'm not sure how easy this is going to be to see. But just ignore that that happened. I have some extra wires at least. I'll probably use them. Maybe. Let's go back to the webcam view. So our bed is right here. And what we're going to be doing is just taking those wires off the bed and putting them on here. Didn't need jumper wires soldered to anything ever. What time is it? 9:04. Someone sent me a Snapchat. I'll check it when I go to the bathroom. Which is going to be never. Okay. So now we've got our bed end detached. We go down here to our Mosfet, whatever it's called. Stupid. And let me flip it over. And okay, I'm gonna back these guys out so we can hook them up. Should be interesting to see how hot this gets. Okay, so hotbed. Where are the plus and minuses for the hotbed? I mean, I guess they don't really matter technically since it's a giant resistor, but I'm still a little weirded out by it, I guess. All right, so get out of here. All right, so these are our hotbed connections that we're making down here. I'm just gonna screw those down. Checking messages. Okay. All right, so those are all the connections to the business end of the Mosfet. Now we have the control end that we have to consider, and they were kind enough to include this little cable, this little JST connector, 2-pin, and we put this where the hot end cables went before with the junction connector, dealy whomper. But and you might look at that and go, whoa, that's fucking dangerous. Those tiny little wires with the thin wires that initially ran to the hot end. But you have to remember that now this is literally just sending a control signal to a rectifier, so it's not really going to function as really any significant amount of amperage. It's probably going to send like 12 volts through. And, you know, that's not a gigantic amount of voltage to send as a control signal. It's a little high, but I think that the circuitry in here kind of deals with that. I can't remember. I didn't read the data sheet. But obviously there'll be amperage available through the rails in the supply in the MOSFET, but the electronics actually have to take that amperage and use it in order for there to actually be a problem. There has to be a path for the amperage to even go to, and obviously this MOSFET is not going to allow for that. It's going to treat it like a control signal, and it's going to pull current like a control signal. So we're just going to hook these up, no problem. Now if it had a much higher voltage for some reason, then it might be a problem, because voltage kind of, it's not a perfect analogy, but voltage works kind of like pressure does. I should really loop these, shouldn't I? I'm going to loop these connectors a little bit on the top, get them a little hooked. Get a little better contact. Zap, zap, 12 volt. I really wish Subnautica was multiplayer. I would dig playing that with someone else. Alright, the control signal also doesn't matter though. Yeah, I guess it doesn't. There's supposed to be a mod, but it's in its way early days. I might just be a little cynical, but almost every multiplayer mod for anything ever is always, it's pretty much always in its early days. I mean, look at the Morrowind multiplayer mod. There was a Thief multiplayer mod a while back that used the Dark Engine. None of those ever made it out of, they never really make it out of their alpha stages. It just doesn't happen because of how complex it is to smash multiplayer into something. Now, I will say that, doesn't it use the Unreal Engine? The Unreal Engine does kind of have a kind of inherent interface for that kind of stuff. And there's a little more framework, and a lot of things are already built to kind of be, you know, to keep multiplayer in mind somewhat. It's Unity, forget about it. Unity's multiplayer spec is all over the place, and they're just about to gut it and go with something new. Like not even take something that already exists that works really well, they're just going to make it over again for like the third time. I didn't know it was Unity, though. It looks great for Unity. Though Unity's, you know, it looks however you make it. Obviously, a pretty competent studio did it, so. Shader's a shader. Alright, so we got the control signal hooked up to the bed, and now we just hook up to junction 2, JST connector 2, whatever the hell it calls itself. I know my hand is in the way, big fat hand. But what we're essentially looking for here is to get this stupid connector plugged in. Hold the tongue at just the right angle, and it goes right in. Now it's just floating there. Look at that, it's levitating. Obviously, when I, you know, print out my box and have all the mounts and stuff, it's not going to be flopping in the breeze like that, but for now, and that's what's going to happen. Alright, so going to have a little bathroom break, and then we'll come back and we'll power it on, and we'll see what a horrible person I am. So stay tuned. I might even scream. Are these in there good? Okay. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. With that, it's... We are back. Smells like burning and cancer in here. This episode of This Little Lab is brought to you by Top Care, Wegmans brand Benadryl allergy tablets. These help you sleep, I guess. I mean, they do. Let's have a little mini review. See what's going on here. Right, so you got Top Care allergy tablets. You gotta push down, So I don't want babies getting in here. Got to get the top off. I'm nervous about there being cotton in here. I'm not a huge fan of the cotton. Don't think there's cotton actually. It made so much racket. Oh look, no cotton. I'm gonna give these a number 1. Oh, they're pink. Well, they look kind of orange on camera for some reason, but they are indeed pink. So, if you want to go to sleep for a while, you just have to pour out a pretty decent dose, you know, just enough to work its magic. And I don't know, maybe a couple more. I'm just fucking with you. I'm not gonna take that. Though that wouldn't, a lot of people think that sleeping pills will kill you. And I mean, if you do take enough of them, they will. But that many would actually just give you a really bad time and you get really dehydrated and it would suck a lot. And you'd probably see some weird crap that you thought was real. Yeah, that's even more than an acre dose. What's an acre dose? Well, it's 300 mils, right? So this is how many you take. This is a little bit of a shaming session because you need to stop. Not really that much of a shaming session. Acid and Benadryl tripping are very different animals. Acid's way better. Okay, so I'm bullying you. This is how much Benadryl a Kryzen takes on the reg. Tell him to quit. All right, I'm gonna take 1. Goes down nice and smooth, I'll tell you that much. I understand why Kryzen does it. Like I used to do the drill because I couldn't sleep. When you have really bad anxiety and like stuff like that, it's, I don't know, you stay awake for like 3 days or you take a ton of Benadryl. It was really unpleasant. I hated it. But it was pretty much like my only option. You're currently functioning on that much Benadryl too, like. No, they aren't good for you, period. It messes with your REM. Alright, to take away this dark note, this episode is not sponsored by Lindt chocolate. This is the other medicine I take to help me sleep. I mean, one won't hurt you, but you still shouldn't use it a lot. They have a lot of, Benadryl usage has some links to neurodegenerative stuff and dementia. Long term. One's probably fine, but I still wouldn't do it forever. I say as I do it, basically forever. Oh, that's pepperminty. I feel like I'm eating Santa Claus's ear. Well, you're dehydrating yourself with that much. You're also probably messing with your nutrient intake. You old man. Okay, so it's pretty much... I don't know what that was. I'm gonna move the soldering iron kind of out of the way, so if anything catches on fire, at least I don't have to deal with this thing being really hot. allergies too. I had a huge allergy headache today, and I still have it a little bit. Oh, I kind of wired my webcam into the mix here. One sec. Alright, if this pops and locks, well, I might actually pop an entire breaker for the entire apartment. Hoping not, but, you know, you never know how it's gonna go. Life's like a box of bullshit. Okay. No, I don't think this is gonna even feed in properly anymore because, like, the filament actually melted at one point. But all right. Okay, so I'm gonna go once more checking the connections over here. I mean, they look fine. Got plus. Got minus. None of these are particularly wibbly wobbly or anything. So I guess all we can really do at this point is cry ourselves to sleep at night. Here we go. No more 3D printing for me. Okay, well. Oh, sorry, Cupcakes. I was just being dramatic. I don't know yet. When I start to heat up the... Okay, so... I'm going to webcam this up here so I can handy cam, the action cam it here. We got a little red light on there. That's supposed to be a good sign. Mosfet's just a teensy bit above ambient temps. Alright, well, let's have a go. Have a squiz. Not quite the same things. Alright, let's init the SD card. And then print from the SD. And this time, let's print the entire paste pusher. Oh, I know you guys are probably excited for that. Okay, so now, here's when we could run into trouble. Here's when we could run into trouble. Because we're going to start printing, and that hotbed is going to be like, hey, I need to heat up. I need to send some power over here. Now, the board working by itself and everything functioning tells me that I have this side hooked up right, and it's kind of idiot-proof on this side, but, you know, this also could have been soldered improperly, or a million other things could be wrong with it. So, if the circuit breaker pops for some reason, I have to literally go downstairs and wake people up. So that'll probably be the end of the show. But I'm doubting that's going to happen. Here we go. Bed heating. Now, is it working? The light says it's working. It's got a blue light and a red light. Red pill, blue pill. And let's have just a little baby touch. Yeah, it's getting warm. Not super warm, but it's getting there. Kind of wondering if the bed will heat up a little bit faster. Probably it shouldn't, actually. It should heat up just a tiny bit slower even, maybe. Alright, so bed is absolutely heating. No wuckers, I guess? Wuckas? Sorry, I'm addicted to watching the AV blog. You can chat before I go to sleep tonight. I need to go to bed by 11. Yeah, this is going to be wrapped up pretty quickly, because I'm not going to sit here and watch it print the whole thing. That would be kind of weird. I just wanted to show the Mosfet working and show that we're doing good. This makes the printer a lot safer because it won't be relying on the Mosfets on the main board over here, which are inadequate, pared down to cost. And our bed's sitting up at 42 degrees Celsius. Yep, nice and warm. Another thing I have to do is solder the bed connector on directly, and then the printer will be decently safe. You're gonna go shower? I should do that because I have to go to Boston tomorrow. I have to go to Boston. Anybody want to hang out in Boston? I always hate just like going by myself and sitting on the train. Feels like Mad World is gonna play in the background, and not the Tears for Fears version, the Gary Jules, Donnie Darkstow version. Aw, I wish you were here, it'd be amazing. All around me are familiar. We're all just gonna take a day trip to Boston. Just hop in your teleporters. Come on over. If you appeared in my room right now, I'd probably freak out a little bit. I mean, it has to heat up from ambient temperature to 60°C, and it's a very large surface area. You can make it heat faster if you add a second power supply, but I don't really feel like doing that. Hurry up. We'll just start cutting cables. Alright, it's pretty close to grow time here. Zoobly doobly. Let's give it a little bit of a little field trip. Yeah. I'd like that. That'd be fun. Oh yeah, this is like flashing really fast, and there's a red thing flashing really fast. It's kind of scary. It makes me feel like the police are coming. Alright, cupcakes. I'll talk to you a little bit later. I still need to check my Snap too. I should probably take like a quick shower tonight too. Because doing this in the morning when I'm tired, all this stupid hair, pain in the butt. Alright, our hot end is up to 94, 99, 101, 103. What kind of numbers are going to come next? Can't wait. Alright, here comes the print. That's the print is about to start. Music. And here we print. Print. There we go. A little delayed. I have no idea how to play the harmonica if that wasn't obvious. I need a harmonica theme song opener. I actually don't know how to do that, but... Alright, so we got a print going, and I guess this would be a success. We figured out the problems of yesteryear/yesterday. And it's printing, and we've got the Mosfet going. And it's only a little bit warm, which is awesome, though it could also mean there's not a thermal transfer either. I'm going to double check by touching the FET directly, the Mosfet directly, and see if it's like burning hot. No, it's not. Okay, so they both feel like they're about the same temperature, so the transfer is good. Now this is going to take like 40 plus minutes, so there's really no reason why I should sit here and have you guys watch a paste pusher printout. I should enter it in a giveaway and mail one of you the paste pusher. I'll do that later. There we go. I should make a custom This Little Lab paste pusher and send them to everyone. Oh, my Benadryl alarm's going off. I'll grab that real quick. Be right back. Static task will read async. It works. Good job, Molly Cat. Gonna read your code. Oh my, there's a lot of it. Why didn't you break it out in code brackets? Task template will read async. This safe file handle. When you use this in a parameter, I forget what that means. In C#. I'm gonna have to read this on a computer screen. Okay, you're weird. Let's see. Oh, you wrapped it in it for me. Thank you. That's a little bit better. At least it how like kept all the tabs and stuff. Whew. All right, well, I'm gonna let this paste pusher print, but I think we've definitely got an amount of success that I'm comfortable with, unlike yesterday. Yesterday was kind of baloney, and I was not feeling so great. So I think what's next on the list for this printer is probably... Let's zoom back up here. Oh, put the mic back on my... I really like these little lav mics. It was like 30 bucks, and it sounds almost as good as my XLR connected mic does. Okay, so I think next what I want to do is untangle this giant mess by designing a box that'll hold Mosfets, some relays, which I don't have dimensions for, so I might steal another box's design, and then I'll have my Raspberry Pi remote, whatever it's called, I forget the name, but it'll basically liaisons with the printer over the network, makes everything super easy. I can have a webcam and I can watch it from anywhere. And I want to get this whole mess over here kind of under control, because it drives me insane a little bit, having it be so ugly. And then I want to probably get some cable chaining stuff going here. You can't really see it because I'm dumb. So that all of this is on a cable and not flailing in the breeze. I also want to get this guy sideways and get the connector soldered rather than that awful, I think it's a Molex, I'm not sure, but it's very brittle and not rated for the amperage that goes through it. But we're going to let this guy print out. Looks like it's going to have there's a little bit of oops in there. Oops goop. Let's see if I can get it out. It'll print over it, I don't care. Alright, so any comments, any questions? I don't know if that's really an appropriate thing to ask at the end of a stream, but I always feel like ending it abruptly is weird. Well, thank you for watching. In bed. Oh wait, no. Yeah. You're good? I guess you are good. You got the async weird kernel thing working. Harmonica nut. Harmonica nut. That's a really cute way of saying harmonica. Harmonica nut. Yep. I think Cupcakes is gonna call me shortly. This should be done. I think it's 8% right now. I have it at 100% infill, so at some point maybe I should get a Discord set up so we can all just yap in Discord. It'd be cool. At the end of a stream, just run my mouth. And I can hear other people. I love watching 3D printers print. I feel so lame, but it's actually hard sometimes for me to work. Why not use Donuts Gaming Discord? Because I don't want to connect the two. I have a Discord for this that I'm going to switch over to fully. If you look in the panels, you can find the Discord for this. I didn't really even advertise the Donuts Discord that much. Alright, so cool. Yesterday was an absolute failure, but today punched it. And I also got a cool Git repo out of the deal too, which I'll post links to a bit later. See, that's got like a couple of millimeters of buildup already. Absolute success. Alright, well, actually let me check my chat and see if anybody's chatting in the other. No, okay. Yeah, this stream is simulcast. Actually, I'm going to test something out real quick before I... The stream is simulcast, so I have to use a different thing to see the chat. And it won't scroll for some reason, because Restream Chat is stupid. I'm going to try and see if their app will do it. Maybe it just doesn't like Opera. Or, yeah, there it goes, okay. Okay, if you could you spam the chat real quick? Just like maybe 5 to 8 messages. I want to see if it scrolls or not. I'll even help. I just advanced to level 4. Yay. Borp, horp, dorp. Okay, it's scrolled. It's okay, you don't have to spam. Not a cat took care of it. Oh no, it's doing the new messages bug. It's so annoying. I'll show you guys what it does since I have my fancy setup and I can. I mean, I expect it to be 2 or 3 seconds since I'm using a restreaming service. But what sucks is this. No matter what I do, see how it just stops right here? And I have to keep clicking new messages in order to get it to advance? It's so annoying. I'm gonna have to figure out a workaround for that. Is this like a browser and like an F12 or something? No, I can't do anything. That's so annoying. Oh well, that's something I'll have to figure out. Maybe I'll post a complaint on their forums or something. Anyway. Alright, well, I'm gonna stop off here, stretch my legs, eat some food because I'm horrible. It's so warm, I want to take this jacket off. Show off my guns. That makes me self-conscious, though. Only evil people eat food, that's true. My guns. Oh, man. Okay, so that's going to be the end of this episode. No, I won't do that. Tune in for next time. When I don't know what I'll do next time. This little gun show. I will rest well, and then I'll run my ass off tomorrow. I don't know what I'll do next time. And I don't know if I'll be on tomorrow. I'm going to try and do it pretty much every day, but I don't know. We shall see. If I do something tomorrow, maybe it'll be some repair stuff, so it'll be kind of fun. That's enough of that. All right. This little lab signing off.